Imagine a future in which you can build a solid object out of a printer. A future where you can print spare parts of your own car or even your own pizza. A future where you can print live human cells. This may sound like science fiction, but all of this is true and is happening right now. All this is possible because of 3D printing. Hi everyone, and welcome to our presentation on 3D printing. Let's start with what is 3D printing. 3D printing is a process for making a physical object from a three-dimensional digital model, typically by laying down many successive thin layers of a material. We are going through an age of third industrial revolution. Professionally, 3D printing is called additive manufacturing. It will take us away from an era of mass production lines and will take us to a new reality where we could build the same materials faster and with less cost. 3D printing is the way of the future. Even the president is talking about it.
The birth of 3D printing can be traced back to 1984 when Charles Hull invented stereolithography, a printing process that enables a tangible 3D object to be created from digital data. During 1990s, the first complex machine part was made by 3D printer. In 2005, the 3D printer RepRep was made and it can print most of its own components. In 2011, the first 3D printed aircraft was designed and flown by the engineers at the University of Southampton. In 2012, the 3D printed prosthetic jaw was implanted into a 83 years old woman.
As the paper printer, 3D printer shares some common things. Like as paper printer uses ink cartridges, the 3D printer uses other raw materials such as polymer, glues, metal, or alloys. The process starts with designing the model, which is to be printed using various modeling softwares available. The scale ratio is to be taken care of during the modeling of the 3D object. The second step involves about reading the file format. The printer reads the file format and starts printing with the material it uses for printing. Basically, the printer starts filling the first layer and step by step it fills layers and develops the final solid object. Printing time ranges from few hours to few days depending on the complexity of the object model. After creating the solid object, the final thing which is to be performed is to check the errors which may be created during overprinting, and if so, then it is to be removed, and after that the object is good to go.
Three D printing has applications in many different industries. In automotive industry, it is used in building various parts such as cylinder heads, brake rotors, shift knobs, and vents. A company called CPR Group built a 3D printed electric bike known as Energica Ego. This superbike can be charged within half an hour. In aerospace, NASA built a rocket engine injector using 3D printing technology. In medical industry, it has been used to print whole organs from the patient's own cells. Yahoo is developing a machine in Japan called Hands-On Search that teaches the blind children to interact and search the web. It turns the voice queries into physical objects using a 3D printer. In electronics industry, it is used to print entire circuit boards accurately.
advantage of 3D printing is that it's easy to print new prototypes. Unlike conventional methods, wastage of material is low in 3D printing. It can help people do repairs on their household appliances as they can print the components at home. If they have the design for the component, then they don't have to wait for the spare component to arrive from the store. But 3D printing has some disadvantages too. People can print working guns using 3D printer, and this is very dangerous. The current range of 3D printers can work with only a limited range of raw materials. It's easy to counterfeit copyrighted materials using a 3D printer too.
The current and future of 3D printing allows companies to innovate in a highly inexpensive and time-effective aspect. Engineering universities are now using 3D printers to set up an entire classroom. Professors and students can experience design potential. The future of 3D printing has been useful in making prototypes. In automotive to electronic toys, etc., medical fields use customized parts for individual patients. Jewelers will use 3D printing in chains and necklaces. Auto manufacturers are printing vehicle parts for high-end specialty cars to save money in the long run for automotive companies. Children can benefit from modifying and customizing their own toys. It will change the way children will play today and cost much cheaper. This technology has helped the needs of people throughout the world. 3D printing will bring a revolution to which is only a new beginning to emerge.